and today I'm going to show you a hog cycle deck. So what a hog cycle deck is, it's basically a deck that cycles through to get a hog rider. So you mainly want to have cheap cards, of course, like a tank in there, and then the hog, obviously. And I'm actually trying to get freeze, but as you can see here, I have zap, which is really annoying. It's been like a month. So we're going to go ahead and show some battles here that I've won with the hog cycle deck. Make sure it's an online one. It looks like this one's online. So let's get into this match. Okay, so the starting hand I have is probably not the best, so I'm gonna wait until he attacks because it's more of a counter, especially with the bomb tower. So I think we just stand here for a really long time, if I remember correctly. He puts down minions, and if I remember correctly, I put down, spear goblins. So the way you want to play with this deck correctly is to try to, it's kind of like a rushing deck, because you want to always get through to that hog, and especially if you have freeze. You know, put down a bunch of small troops, squishy troops that die easily, and then get that hog rider. And if you have freeze, put it down once it reaches the tower, and that'll do massive amount of damage, and it'll really help you throughout the game. It's a really good way to quickly get a tower out, and then try to defend with all your squishy troops to distract, especially with that bomb tower. It's good to have if you run into trouble. So here he puts down a wizard and a giant skeleton, so I'm going to zap that. And then my bomb tower is doing some good damage to the giant skeleton. He dies. And then I have a mini pack over here. So what I'm going to do here, I guess I put a wizard, which is not the best idea to do, but it's kind of the only thing that I had there. So he's got a pretty nice attack going on the left. And I have the hog rider getting ready to come out. Good thing I had that wizard, because those minions would have knocked out that hog rider in a short amount of time. See, now if I had that freeze, I would be able to put that there, and I guarantee that tower would have been gone. I always remember to time the freeze correctly. Wait until he puts down a troop, because those barbarians would have taken out the hog rider if I didn't put the freeze at the correct time. So then I started a little push going right here. Giant skeleton probably wasn't the best idea, but the bomb's gonna go off, which is a good perk with the giant skeleton. So here he has a mini P.E.K.K.A. I'm gonna go ahead and distract him with some goblins, but he has a wizard, so that kind of puts me down a little bit. So I just counter it with a wizard right here. Sometimes I run into these kinds of plays where they put cards on one side and attack on the other side with, some other card, which actually works for him right there. But you can see both of his towers are really low health, so all I have to do is get that hog rider in there, and then get the other tower at the end of the game, which I think I end up doing, unless it's a 3 ground, which I do not remember. He has a really good push going on here, so good thing I have that bomb tower. And then the wizard is a really good counter for a bunch of swarms of tanks. So this game actually gets really close, because you see my tower's on 290 health. And I really start getting nervous right here, so I just put on a lot of goblins. And then I put a hog rider on the right, which is most likely, I think, takes out this tower. Yeah, I'm probably just going to end up zapping it, or arrows. So yeah, you obviously know that this game is going to be a win. And this is actually a really close game, because that push he had going right there with that mini P.E.K.K.A. wizard, that was just pretty nervous. Pretty nerve-wracking. So yeah, we go ahead and get a 2-0 in overtime. It's a pretty good game. And you always want to make sure you cycle through to the hog, because that's what this whole point of hog cycle deck is. So we're going to go ahead and jump to another game. Looks like this game was the win. So let's go ahead and do this one. So his starting hand is actually a really good countering starting hand, but I have a really good offensive hand starting off. So as always, we just sit here for like 20 seconds, just sitting here. So he has that giant skeleton he's about to put down. I think Giant Skeleton's a really easy card to counter with this deck, just because of that bomb tower and then, just some simple goblins. But it's always good to, if he puts down a lot of elixir cards or high elixir cards, to attack the other side. So here I throw some arrows on a minion horde. Arrows is like the best thing to have in any deck. You always need arrows. Fireball is probably not the best choice compared to arrows, because arrows gets rid of skeleton army, minions, minion horde, goblin barrel, which he has there, which I think I end up using against the goblin barrel. So he's gonna go ahead and put down a witch here, level 2, some level 7 skeletons. If I remember, yeah, I put a wizard right here. A wizard is a very good counter for a witch, so he's got a nice push going on here. But I think I end up saving it with this wizard. Unless this witch gets in there, yeah. Bomb tower is always good to have. I know I kind of used it a little bit annoyingly in that situation, but I just had to. So we're going to go ahead and sit here for a little bit. He has his giant skeleton ready, which I think, yep, he puts down right there. Minipeg has a good counter for giant skeleton. Pretty much anything else besides a low health troop. You just need a high health troop or a swarm. So he throws the goblin barrel. So I surprisingly didn't get my arrows in time, which is not the best thing, but compared to what that Hog Rider is doing right now, it's a pretty good trade. And always remember, if he puts down something, just say 5 elixir like a minion horde, try to get a low elixir counter. So say he puts down a minion horde, I'm gonna counter it with some arrows because it's low elixir and it just gets him in one hit. So he has a witch again, level 2. He starts a nice push. But my bomb tower basically just saves the whole entire game right here. Here comes a goblin barrel. Again, arrows. Those goblins probably would have taken out the tower, but bomb tower was there, so it wouldn't actually have happened. So we have the tower, his tower, on a really low amount of health, which I end up getting later on in the game. So he has a nice little push going over here. Put down bomb tower again. It's such a good card, but it actually got debuffed yesterday by 20 seconds, but I mean, I don't really think it's just not a big deal. So here comes my hog. Good thing I put that zap, only if I had freeze. So I think I end up just arrowing the tower and zapping it just to get damage on it. That goblin barrel is a very good card when it comes to end of games when you're equal. So he puts a minion horde on the left, trying to probably distract me from that, because he knows that his tower's on very low health. So I think I just end up arrowing it later on, probably right now. Yep. It's kind of weird how I waited. I'm not sure why I did that. So yeah, we just got a 1-0 win on that game. Pretty good game. The last one was really close. But yeah. So here's the hog cycle deck for one more time. Always remember, cycle through it, get to the hog, use that hog freeze, and if you need to, put down that bomb tower to get a defensive move on your opponent. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like and subscribe, and yeah, see you guys later.